Good morning, all. This is Jack charting the market crypto, and this is the pre-market webinar for the morning of Friday, the 1st of August. My disclaimer: I do this for educational purposes only. I'm here to share my technical analysis with you. I hope you can take some of what I'm doing and learn from it, transfer it to your own charts. I'm not here to issue trading signals. Right, I'm planning to get another post out today, but my last post was talking about the possible setup that could set up here for a hard fail on crypto if we were going to see a big high on equities soon. We had, obviously, we had a bit of a mixed bag of numbers this week, but we had some pretty decent GDP numbers for the second quarter come through on Wednesday, and this is encouraging me to think that this could do, the markets, both equities and crypto, could do what I would really like them to do, which is sustain this uptrend into the end of the year, at which point, really, I'd be looking for the bull market high on crypto, and very possibly the bull market high on equities as well, but certainly the one on crypto. That usually happens in December. And it's not a great setup for it here, but I'm thinking we may well have a good one by December. We shall see. All right, looking at I've updated all the monthly pivots. On the daily middle band, it has been lost. We are now 2,000 below it. I was talking to Matt, who some of you know, on yesterday, and he was talking about, was it a good idea to be buying Solana after a retracement? And what I said to him was no, because I think we're probably starting a retracement on equities, and crypto will likely get dragged down by equities, which would of course normally be the case. We shall see how that goes, but at the moment we are seeing that, and we don't have a topping pattern here really, but I do have a possible target. We could be forming still a bull flag here. You can notice we've come down to flag support pretty nicely this morning, but I've got a bigger picture support trend line target in about the 111k area. All right, looking at Solana. Solana, obviously, we are well below the daily middle band. We broke below it a couple of days ago. We have made it down to the 165 area with this significant area here, which I'm watching. We've got basically three big moving averages here. These were resistance for quite a while. The 50 and the 200 are the most important ones, and the 200 is currently at 162.65, and the 50 is at 161. We may well find support at one or the other. We will see. We don't have any negative. We don't have any real topping pattern here, although arguably that was a head and shoulders. I'll be looking at that on the 15-minute chart in a minute. We could argue there's a head and shoulders here, which is broken down with a target in about the 142 area. The key thing I'm expecting not to happen here is no break of this right shoulder low in the 126.09 area. This is already a slightly ropey looking IHS and nowhere near as nice as the one on Ethereum. But if we break that, then that would fail the IHS and deliver a target back down at a retest of 95.24. I'm not really expecting that to happen. I would be surprised. So we shall see how that goes. On the 15-minute chart, you can see we do have a possible head and shoulders here. Now I'm just going to have a quick look at that. And I'm not saying I love it, but I am saying it is there, and it is potentially playing out at the moment. If that is valid, and as I said, that is a question mark in my mind, but if that is, then let's have a look and see where that would point us to. So that would be, all right, let's put up the first arrow. This is a very simple way this is the way, which is very simple, of getting a head and shoulder target. You just do from the neckline up to the top, as close to the top, being just below the top as you can, and then at the break, you put the arrow of the same size, and that's got a target, as I said, at about the 146 area. Am I expecting it to get that low? Only if it can get through the daily middle band and the not the daily middle band, the 200 DMA and the 50 DMA. And I would note that in terms of the uptrend here from 126, we are testing basically the 50% fib of that right now. I'm wondering, obviously, crypto started early. Possible it might end early too on this retracement. Looking at Ethereum. Ethereum, we've got, what was the, hang on a second. All right, monthly pivot. I've got on Solana at 174.55, so we've already broken below it. All right, looking at Ethereum, monthly pivot there is at 3338.51. We haven't broken below that yet. We did have a retest of the high. We do have a weak RSI 14 sell signal fixed. We've got an RSI 5 sell signal fixed, and we've got a potential double top setup. Now that double top setup has support at 35.10, and it's got a target really bracketing wait a second. All right, that would be about the 3160 area plus or minus 40. So that would get us down to about this area. That's not a bad area, and it's pretty close to the 38.2% retracement. We will see how that goes. In terms of the bigger picture, I am wondering about a move down, obviously, to this megaphone support, which I've got in the 2500 area. We will see, because it may be that it's not coming back to that, but it's not a bad looking pattern, so it's in the mix. So this double top, I'm thinking, has a decent chance of playing out. Unlike the Solana chart, this is well away from all the moving averages here. But if we do get down to the 3200 area, then that would be getting close-ish to the 50 DMA at 2960. So possible we might get that low. Not really expecting to see that. All right, great. In that case, that's it for cryptos. Everyone have a great weekend, and I'll see you again on Monday. All right, take care.